A very good evening to everybody. This is 9 Hotel 1 Foxtrot Bravo Sierra. Name is Charles, and I am presently control station for the 9H-HAM GlobalNet, which meets every 2 weeks. I'm going to pause from time to time so as to give time to the repeater to reset. Stand by. This is a controlled net, meaning that every call will go through net control. The net is held every 2 weeks on the local digital DMR repeater and also on 9H1 UHF repeater. Besides that, we have other ways how to listen on YouTube, and also some people listen on Jitsi. I will now pause for any emergency or priority traffic. This is 9 Hotel 1 Fox Bravo Sierra. Hearing none, I would like to thank all the people who are involved in making this net possible. We have been meeting for over a year, I believe, if not 2. And there are many things, like connecting 2 repeaters together, and, the YouTube and Jitsi and all the rest. So people are involved, and I do want to thank them. Most of all, I would like to thank everyone who's going to take part this evening in this net. You are the people who make it happen. There are the backroom boys who do the work to keep the repeaters together, etc. But then a net will not be a net if only 9H1FBS speaks. So as from now, I will take a pause and I will call for check-ins in a few seconds. This is 9 Hotel 1 Foxtrot Bravo Sierra. Name is Charles. QTH is the town of Slima in Malta. I am now calling for any check-ins who would like to join the 9H-HAM GlobalNet. Please come now. All 0 Bravo India Alpha, good evening. Golf 0 Bravo in the Alpha, you are a
Nine Hotel 5 Foxtrot Mike.
next check-in, please.
Nine Hotel 5 Foxtrot Mike.
I acknowledge Francis, 9H5 Foxtrot Mike. Anybody else, please?
November 7 Alpha Papa Whiskey.
I acknowledge November 7 Alpha Papa Whiskey. Before I heard 9 Hotel 5 or 1 Tango Sierra, Do you want to check in, please? It appears not. Any more check-ins for the 9H-HAM GlobalNet? This is 9H1FBS Net Control. So, let's go to the top. G0 Bravo India Alpha, 9 Hotel 1 Foxtrot Bravo Sierra. Good evening, Ian. What's happening in your world these days?
9 Hotel 1 FPS G0 BIA. We haven't got time enough to tell you it all, HI. We're not so bad at the moment. We're not so bad. XYL's doing pretty well after those mini strokes she had a fortnight ago, and we're gradually taking it easy and getting back to normal, hopefully, whatever normal is. But yeah, we're doing okay. We said farewell to one of my oldest friends earlier on in the week, a Golf 3 Delta Alpha Victor John, who had 97.5 turns on his coil, and he left us a silent key. So it was a sad to see him go. His coffin had his hat with his call sign on, and that's the bit that upset me, HI. But he had a good innings, St. John, and we had many good times together, many dinners with his XYL, who was also licensed as G0ABQ. He called her a beautiful queen, HI. So other than that, life goes on, and had a good chat with Joe this afternoon, 9 Hotel 1 Alpha Juliet. I wish he'd come on the net, but I'm afraid he's more into his stuff. He's getting more and more into himself, living on his own. It's not good for him, but there we go. And we were discussing a HMS 4, which apparently was a submarine mothership which used to anchor in Maseda, and he remembers submarines being in there in the 50s. So I was able to go on the net and pick some pictures up and show him over the smartphone. Technology is a wonderful thing, isn't it? But we had a good chat. I did try to get him to come on 9 Hotel 1 UHF tonight, but whether he'll remember or not, I don't know. He tells me he's going to walk up to the Baraka Gardens, and after he's finished the phone call, and I ring him a few days later, I said, did you go to the gardens? Oh no, I forgot, HI. So there we are. That's about the strength of it, really. We're doing okay. I'll just hang on for one more over, and then I'll have to disappear. It's been a long day. I trust you're well, Charles and Jerry and Roman, if you're listening there in Ukraine. Nice to hear you come on from that part of the world. And Anthony, I believe you're on frequency as well. And not forgetting Francis, 9 Hotel 5 FM. So back to you, Charles. Thank you for the time and space on the air. 9 Hotel 1 FPS G0 BIA.
Ian. Well, from our side here, the long range, well, maybe it's not so long range, but the forecast tells us that Monday and Tuesday we're going to have rain, probably, well, let's say scattered showers, that's what they said. So we might have some cooling down. And last week we had 3 days of it. It does rain in summer in Malta sometimes. You know, it doesn't rain in Southern California, but it pours. So, let's see what Francis has to say for himself. Thank you very much for your input, Ian, and I do wish you and your XYL a very, very good and restful night. 9H-5FM, 9H-1FBS, go ahead.
H1FBS, 9 Hotel 5 Foxtrot Mike. Okay, Charles, good evening to you. I've been not hearing you for at least a fortnight. Exactly, a fortnight. Because I was very busy. I was very, very busy. Actually, unfortunately, I had an accident. I slept last Thursday after that rain, and I broke my arm. So my arm now is in the what do you call it? In the plaster, with plaster, you know, and some bandages. So I'm a bit nervous. I'm a bit nervous because I can do nothing normal as I was doing, you know. Even at home, I can do such things. So that's why I'm here now. Okay, Charles. Mike, back to you. For now, I stay QRX.
Yeah, okay, Francis. Well, yeah, I not only sympathize, I can understand 100% because in April I had an accident. A car knocked me over, and I had my wrist and most of my arm in plaster for 4 weeks. Somebody told me it might be 6, but fortunately it was only 4. And yeah, especially trying to wash yourself, you know, it's rather difficult with one arm. So I can really, really understand. But just from time to time I come on Echolink, I come on 9H1UHF, so maybe we might have a chat. Because, of course, I was in the same position a few months ago. What is it, April, May, June, July? About 4.5 months ago. My accident happened on the 7th of April. But don't worry, it's not easy, as you know, but you'd be surprised how many ways I found how to do things, you know. I'm a right-handed person, and this was the right hand, but I did somehow cope. And as you know, I live alone here, so I try to do my best to keep everything in shipshape and the rest. So I'll break with you, Francis, and go to Jerry and see how things are going with Jerry. Over here it's very, very hot, Jerry. Very, very hot. Today they said it feels like 42 degrees Celsius. And 78PW, 9H1FBS, with the 9H-HAM GlobalNet.
Yeah, very good, Charlie. Left a little pause there for the repeaters to reset. 9H1FBS with the 9H-HAM GlobalNet, November 7, Alpha Papa Whiskey, returning. Good evening to everybody. It's nice to hear everybody. Ian, I'm glad your wife is doing better, and I'm glad you're doing well as well. I'm sure you're quite tired these days, and I guess that goes with the territory. We're not even going to talk about getting old. And Francis, it's nice to hear you. Give that broken arm its chance to heal. Otherwise, it might not heal right. So patience. Well, we won't talk about that either. My patience is nowhere close to what it used to be before, but everything needs time to heal, and we sometimes need a little break as well. So that's good. It's nice to hear. It's nice to hear the station from Ukraine, although he hasn't checked into the net, but he's still logged in and listening to the net. Roman, good evening to you, and welcome to the net, and welcome to the 9H-1 UHF-R repeater on Echolink. Who did I forget? I'm sure I forgot something, but anyway, that's fine. I wish everybody a very good evening. What's happening here? Well, obviously it is summer. Luckily, we don't have the smoke that we usually get around this time of the year yet, and I'm happy about that. So the fires may be close, but the wind is blowing the other direction, and that's great. Currently, it's approximately 29 degrees Celsius. Today's high is going to be somewhere in the neighborhood of 32 or 33 degrees Celsius. And I'm sitting here at the table listening to the net and participating and eating pizza, which I thought is a good idea. Back to you, Charlie. 73s to everybody. Good net. 9H1 FBS with the 9H-HAM GlobalNet. November 7 Alpha Papa Whiskey.
Controlling it today. And Jerry and I are brothers, and we only keep contact via amateur radio or DMR. Would you like to contribute? Would you like to come in and say hello, Roman? I forgot your call sign. I think it's Uniform Radio 5, and you can say the rest. 9 Hotel 1 Foxtrot Bravo Sierra.
Roger. Thank you, Charles. This is United Radio 5, Quebec, Bravo. Hello to all amateur radios here. I'm very happy to hear you. It's very great for me. Hello also to Ian, Germany 0, Bravo India Alpha, and Gary, November 7, Alpha Papa Whiskey. I'm very happy that I can hear you and speak with you. This time, situation in my Melitopol is normal, and I can stay home at my shack and using internet, Echolink, to speak, to communicate with amateur radio all around the world. It's very, very good for me because there is no small information come here to my city, and it's great for me to speak with amateur radio. My KTH is situated 50 kilometers near Azov Sea, so this is a Black Sea and small Azov Sea, and real hot summer here. Every day temperature plus 30, plus 31, 32 degrees, but 2 weeks ago it was plus 35, 36, 37 degrees, very, very hot here, but it's usually a normal temperature for our region. So thank you very much to all, and back to net control. 9 Hotel 1 Florida Bravo Sierra, Uniform Radio 5 Queen Bravo.
Very good indeed, Roman. By the way, compliments on your English. Very, very well. Very well done. Okay, so I'll check to see. We have come to the end of the list. Would anybody else like to check in? This is 9 Hotel 1 Foxtrot Bravo Sierra, net control station for the 9H-HAM GlobalNet. Apparently not. Well, it is summer, and people do like to go to the seaside. So let's go to the top. I'm going to call 9H5 Tango Sierra again. He was here before. Are you still there, 9H5TS?
By the way, Charlie, 9H5 Fox Alpha, Anthony is listening as well, so you might check him in. He is on Echolink, but he is away from home, so he might not be able to transmit. In November 7 Alpha Papa Whiskey.
No problem, I'll check him in. 9H5 Foxtrot Alpha. Okay, thank you very much, Jerry, because I I can't see the people who are connected on Echolink. And I would like to say hello to Anthony, if he is listening. And of course, thank you for the work that you do to keep this net going. See if Ian would like to make his final before we close it down. G0BIA 9H1FBS.
901 FPS, G0BIA. Fine. I'd like to ask Roman a question. May I please? Break.
Go ahead.
Uniform Romeo 5, Corvette Bravo Bravo. Good evening, Roman, and I must admit to Charles's observation, your English is fantastic. I'm looking you up on QRZ.com, and I've got a picture of you, I do believe, it looks like an orchard with a lovely pussy cat. I showed it my ex-YL, and she says, "Is that what I think it is? Is it a tiger or what? A rather large cat, I think, Roman. Would you like to answer that?" A Uniform Romeo 5, Quebec Bravo Bravo. This is Golf 0, Bravo India Alpha.
Oh, Roger, Ian, Golf 0 BIA, UR5 QBB. Roger, this is on photo, it's a small lion. This photo was made in Ukrainian zoo a few years ago. I made this photo in Ukrainian zoo with a small lion. It's a very, very beautiful photo, and I put this photo to my avatar, to QRZ.com, and also the Facebook. And also my paper QSL is also this photo. On my paper QSL, also this photo, me and a small lion. QSL? Ian.
That's Uniform Romeo 5, Quebec Bravo Bravo. Yeah, thanks for that, Roman. That's congratulations on that. That's a historical picture you'll keep for a long time, I'm sure. And I'm sure the other gentlemen on the net would appreciate that description from you. Thank you very much. So thank you, Charles. Nice to hear you on this evening. And all the others on the net, Jerry, Anthony, Charles and Francis, nice to hear you all, and Roman particularly to hear from you this evening. So this is G0BIA, named Ian, and the QTH is on the east coast of England, south of the River Tees, on the northeast coast. In fact, if you went north out of my front window, you'd hit the North Pole. There's no other landmass in the way, HI. So WX here at the moment, just to feel cool.
You've dropped out, Ian.
Oh, sorry for timing out. I've got 20 degrees here, so it's a little bit cooler than you guys. Thanks for running the net, Charles. Congratulations, and we'll see you in a fortnight's time. This is G0BIA signing a little time, gentlemen. G0BIA, off and clear.
That's very, very good. So he has a small lion with him. It's very interesting. Roman, you must join us again. We meet every 2 weeks. Every 2 weeks. So the next one is going to be, let's see, today is the 18th, 25th. I think it's going to be something like the 1st of September. So in 2 weeks' time, we'll be here at the same time, and we'll do the net again. Francis, would you like to say something to conclude? I feel very relaxed because since I last spoken to you all, I had an air conditioner installed here in the shack where I spend most of my day. I think I'll get a bed in here and sleep in here as well. That would be interesting. You know, spend your whole day in the same room. Ha ha ha. But that's it. I'm not complaining. So it's nice and cool. It's about 27 degrees Celsius here. 9H-5FM, 9H-1SBS.
Okay, Charles, thanks for this contact. By the way, you're lucky. You're better than me. You have the aircon in your shack, and I have a fan. But it wasn't bad. It's not bad. Before I go, the thing that I forgot to tell you all, that I cannot drive. And that's the most things that will make me nervous, part of the others. But that's the most important thing for me, because I have every day I have somewhere to go, appointments and done, and to the club, and but I can do that. Unless I try, I pray that tomorrow I have an appointment at the hospital to see my arm. I pray that is telling me that you don't need any more the plaster. But we leave it in his hands. Okay. It was my pleasure to you, to me, that I heard after a long time. Sometimes I wasn't on air because the repeater it wasn't open, doesn't open. I don't know what's happening, but this last 15 days, it was good. It was good. It will open. I don't know what is happening. Hi. Okay, I'm happy that I'm hearing you, Jerry, and Ian, and most of all, and you, Charles, and most of all, and you amateur radio, an amateur from Ukraine. Okay. 73 to you all. Maybe, I hope, that we'll hear you in 15 days. Another 15 days. Okay, 73 to you all. God bless and good night. 9 Hotel 5 Foxtrot Mike. Mike, back to you, Charles.
Yeah, well, let me give you a tip, Francis. Francis, take it easy, for goodness sake. Probably you will not be able to drive after they take the plaster off. They told me very, very strictly not to lift things and not to do this and not to do that. And I had just a small fracture. I don't know where you broke, but just do what the doctors tell you, or else you'll be in big pain. Because I tried it once. I'm not a saint, you know. So I did try to lift something, and immediately I said, nope, the doctor was right. And 7APW, concluding comments from you, sir. 9H-HAM.
Well, all those bells ringing in the background, Charlie, it's as if you reached sainthood. Ding, ding, blom, blom. Like I always tell you, they sound louder than you do when they chime. But anyway, very good, Charlie. 9H-1FBS with the 9H-HAM GlobalNet and 7APW for a final. For us, I hope you feel better soon, and slowly you'll get back to doing what you're used to doing every day. We never really think about it until something changes, and then we appreciate what we have, and that's all there is to it. 73s to everybody. It's been a pleasure. I hope that you guys living on Malta go to the sea and swim some, especially since it's so hot. I'm sure the water is hot too, but boy, that would cool you off anyway. I'd pay a bunch of money to be able to do what you can do, but I can't, because Wyoming is landlocked, and while we have some lakes, the water that goes to the lakes is fed from the mountains, and so the temperature of the water in a lake near the mountains at this time of the year is approximately 15 degrees Celsius, and at my age, that's too darn cold for me to swim in. But the Mediterranean, that's a different story. So anyway, 73s, everybody have a good evening, have a good night. It's nice to hear Roman and everybody else. And thank you for doing the net. And thanks, Anthony, for making it all happen once again, even though he's not here. 9H-1FBS with the 9H-HAM GlobalNet, November 7, Alpha Papa Whiskey.
Yeah, well, surprisingly, and 7APW, 9H-1FBS returning, it is warm, the sea, very much warmer than usual. Usually it goes up to about 27. It has been constantly between 29 and 30 for a number of, not days, but weeks. So we have a problem. And the problem is that the creatures living in the sea, of course, are finding it very, very warm. Much warmer than usual. We hope that, of course, humanity will realize that everything is like a chain. Everything is connected to everything else. So, Roman, you have the final word, sir. I hope to learn how to say thank you in your language, but before you do that, I invite you to make a final comment, and then we'll close the net. We're going to meet in 2 weeks' time at 1800 Zulu, 18.00 UTC, or 2000 Central European Time. United Romeo 5, Quebec Bravo Bravo, 9 Hotel 1, Foxtrot Bravo Sierra. Go ahead.
Okay, Charles. Thank you, guys. Thank you very much for the many information. I'm very happy that I can hear you. So, Gary, November 7, Alpha Papa Whiskey, this is Uniform Radio 5, Queen Bravo Bravo. I see your page, it's QRZ.com. You are from Wyoming State. Your address, I never have a contact with only one state of with Wyoming. I never have a contact with amateur radio from Wyoming. It's only one state that's not confirmed for me. I'm very happy to speak with the first amateur radio from Wyoming. So thank you very much for this very interesting net and very many different and interesting information. I'm very happy that I can speak this evening with you. 73 to all. Hope to meet you again through the next 2 weeks. I understand I hope that all will be okay in my QTH, and situation will be not a change for these 2 weeks, and I can also return here to take part at net. So 73 to all from Ukraine, and back to net control. Back to you, Charles.
You forgot to do something, Roman. Tell me how you say thank you in the Ukrainian language.
Okay, in Ukrainian language, thank you is дякую. 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 Thank you, guys. It's in Ukrainian. Дякую, панове. Панове. Дякую, панове. Тобто, Ukrainian. But for you, it's okay. Thank you is дякую. Дякую. QSL, Charles.
Yeah, okay. Well, I might take that up, you know. It seems to be a nice language. Дякую. Дякую. Very, very good. Very, very good, Roman. So, thank you very much, gentlemen. If there are any ladies listening, of course, we thank you too. And we would like to see more participation. As you can see, if you are listening only, people come in from different places. They say hello from Wyoming, from the UK, from Ukraine, very, very good indeed, and of course from the island of Malta. This is 9 Hotel 1 Foxtrot Bravo Sierra, saying 73s to everybody, and we will meet, God willing, in 2 weeks' time. 9H-1FBS is now closing down the 9H-HAM GlobalNet.
Before you close it, Charlie, you might want to take some late check-ins. And also, I tried to break in, but you're too dang quick. I have a message for Roman, November 7, Alpha Papa Whiskey.
Okay, let's take the check-ins first. Any late check-ins for the net 9H-1FBS?
This is WB4 PVT, Charlie.
Copy WB4 PVT. Anybody else? Okay, Charlie, you take it because you've just come in, and we were actually we've been here for some time, and of course we're going to meet in 2 weeks' time. Hope everything is okay on your side, and we hope that you always manage to make the net. WB4 PVT 9H-1FBS. Go ahead.
It's WB4 PVT. Yeah, even if I'm late. Yeah, I went by the college today. I was hoping to be able to enroll for a class a day early, but I got to go back tomorrow morning at 8 o'clock. I was trying to get out of getting up early. Sometimes they'll let you enroll a day early. I'm going to be an audit. I'm not a paid student, so the paid ones that really need the class gets first priority, and if anything that's open, I can take the class. And I think I mentioned to you that it's free. I don't have to take the exams, and there's no prereqs. I took electrical engineering without the calculus, and about 2 years after taking electrical engineering, then I decided to take Introduction to Engineering, which is in the wrong order. Other than that, everything's going pretty good. My leg is a whole lot better. Still got a bump on it. I guess other than that, everything's about the same. I was rushed home to be able to make the net. So I'll turn it back over to you. This is W4 PVT, Claire.
You know, that's very much appreciated, Charlie. You seem to be getting more, shall we say, busy. That's good. I try to keep myself busy as well. Today I wasn't feeling too good this morning. I was really, whoops, wow. and it was partly the heat and partly a slight stomach or bowel problem I had, but it cleared up by the afternoon. Would you like to take it up with Roman, Jerry? Go ahead.
Yeah, thank you, Charlie. Roman, UR5QBB, if you'd like to disconnect from the 9H1 UHF repeater, I will connect to you directly on Echolink, and we can have a QSO, and I will be more than happy to confirm your QSO via QRZ.com. UR5QBB with the net and 7APW.
Yes. I'm very want to make a contact with you and to confirm at the QRZ.com. Yes, it's okay.
Okay, thank you, Roman. I will connect to you directly in a few minutes. Go ahead, Charlie. Thank you very much, and 7APW.
That's absolutely fantastic, guys. I really appreciate that. I'm sorry that I take it up so quickly, but once one of my brothers told me that I was taking too long till I take up the microphone. So, it's the same brother I'm talking to, but anyway. Well, we always pull each other's leg, Roman. We lived together until my brother migrated to the States. So well, I think we still are very, very close, although we're so far away from each other. 73s to all. Charlie, keep up the good work. Francis, I hope that everything will be okay for tomorrow. If Ian is still listening, yes, I wish you a very good evening, good night. Roman, the same. And, of course, Anthony, who is listening in the background. 9H1 FBS is often clear, and now closing down the 9H-HAM GlobalNet.